Hey everybody, welcome to another week. It's Monday, and we're gonna start back with Gentleman Jack. So, probably gonna finish the ink today, and I would say maybe start with the grayscale. Alright, so let's get to it. Chase is working today, so he's gonna be in the chat eventually. Now, I've been drawing a lot these days, and especially today. I was working on the Minotaur, and then I had a mentoring session before, so my left hand, the one that holds the keyboard, hurts, or rather, my wrist does a lot. Less than it was a while ago, but still not very pleasant. I'll try to draw anyway. Probably because I keep switching from one brush size to the other. It's not very healthy to do. I lost my reference. Hold on. Oh, what happened to it? Okay, it was over. Oh, okay, there you go. Oh man, these tail coats. I think this should probably, yeah, end up in there. Probably. Could also add that kind of thing here. You get it on the other side. So why not? Stitching the fabric. Probably something like this. Yeah, helps giving some volume to the coat. Hey, hello Chase, in the chat. How are you? Another week has started. Well, even if I want to leave it, I'm probably going to close this gap because otherwise you might create a little too much tension since everything around it is colored. That would be like a little V. Hello, Maria. Yeah, it's another week. I spent the whole Sunday meal prepping, so I didn't really have a relaxing Sunday because I meal prepped and then I cleaned, or rather vice versa. So I cleaned before and then I meal prepped and then I cleaned the kitchen. So it was rather stressful or tiresome. Not stressful, but I did get to play some Yu-Gi-Oh though later that day. It's not that day, it's yesterday. But yeah, I usually do chores on Sunday. I should probably take Saturday off too so that I can do that and I have Sunday off, but I don't really have anything to do on Sunday. So I live in a pretty small place and I don't have a car right now, so I can't really go anywhere. Oh, you posted Gentleman Jack? I don't think I saw that. I'm okay, apart from the wrist hurting a little. How are you? I think I might need to hook. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to hook Lazy Nazumi here. Hey, Student 17, hello there. Welcome back. We've been missing you. How are you? Yep, Student 17 is back. How have you been? Oops, not white. Did I? Then paint white, fortunately. Come on, let's try to finish this ink today. 6 is a little small for my line art. I might have to go over some of these because this is going to be a pretty small monster, so... Cool. Yeah, you know, we finished the ocean pack that I published. And so we're working on a new monster pack now after doing some other stuff. Oh, by the way, Student 17, since you draw, I don't know if you saw it in the Discord, we're running a creature design challenge. The deadline is next Sunday, well, the upcoming Sunday. My head's been mad lately. Can't think of any drawings to. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a creature design challenge. It's on the Discord. You can find it if you scrub through the available channels, and there's one named I think it's named Weekly Creature Design Challenge, although it's going to be bi-weekly at least this week, maybe even the next one. And you're free to join if you want to. You have time until next Sunday, this Sunday, the upcoming Sunday, to make a Minotaur. Make sure to read the rules. So you can do it pretty much in any style you want, except furries, please. Not furries. Okay, you're in. Cool. Yeah. I was working on the Minotaur myself a while ago. So it's fun. I'm pretty happy with how it's coming together. Yeah, Minotaur. Next one I'm thinking might be a Basilisk, but I'm not sure yet, or Hydra. Didn't decide yet. We'll see. Oh, am I gonna draw a Minotaur but no furry vibes in it? Just draw a Minotaur. I mean, originally the Minotaur was not a furry, you know, at all. It's just make sure the eyes are not furry-esque. I have something that I don't like furs. Sorry. Also, because creature design and furs are very different things. Yeah, basically don't make it sexual. Because that's the thing that kind of bothers me about furries, is that there is a lot of sexual... It's like a visual innuendo, basically. So... yeah, not a big fan of that. Kind of spoils the whole creature design vibe there could be in a creature if it's too furry-esque. I am also trying to keep the server very PG friendly. So yeah, just just a creature design, just a monster basically, right? Yeah, I'm trying to thicken these lines a little bit. While I have lazy Nazumi's window covering my preview, by the way. Maria has been drawing horror concept for fun. That's cool. I'll try to make it look realistic-ish, but not sexual. Okay. Yeah, as long as there is no, you know, kind of sexual-ish thing, that's fine. It doesn't have to be necessarily realistic. It could be cartoony if that's your style. It's fine, as long as it's not a furry. Furry, scaly, whatever. That kind of bothers me a little. Also, it's in the rules, so... Oh, this dress is taking too long. The definition of a furry is an anthropomorphic creature, some human characteristics, being muscles. Not really. That's just an anthropomorphic monster. Furries tend to have a lot of... I don't know, they got this sexual vibe that kind of bothers me a lot. I find them very uncomfortable most of the time. Because it's not, you know, anthropomorphic is like... I guess this gentleman Jack is... Well, this is basically a human with a pumpkin head, but like the Minotaur is like an anthropomorphic monster. That is. No, I don't think it would fall under the category of furry. It's got, well, some fur, I guess. It depends. But... the Minotaur is just an anthropomorphic monster. So... technically, it's not simply anthropomorphic, it's half human. Very nice legend, by the way. I like Greek legends a lot. Yeah, Minotaur is not that kind of concept. I have to study. If you're still alive, when I come back, we'll join again. Okay, cool. Good luck with your studies. So yeah, Student 17 is right. The Minotaur also, because, I mean, that would be a stuck on it term, like calling the Minotaur a furry, because it's just a mythological creature. It's kind of shocking also that myth gods in Egypt are like that, and people are like, there are furries in the past before furry is invented. No. No, those are representations of various aspects of life. There was a specific reason why Horus is a bird and Anubis is a jackal. Because, for example, jackals they are scavengers, and they were associated with death. So that's one of the reasons, and Horus is mostly because it represented other things. That's a long discussion. I probably know more about Norse mythology right now than I know about Egyptian and Greek. I did study a bit of it, but I'm sure Chase... The original Minotaur was Asterius. Was that his name? Basically, the Minotaur was the son of the wife of the king of Minos. I think Minos is how you pronounce it in English. Um, of the king Minos. Actually, that was his name. I think he was on Crete. That how you pronounce it, Chase, in English, or Kreta? I don't know how you pronounce it, but basically it's an island in Greece. The animals were associated with characteristics that became features of the gods. It was a simplification of that, but it's not like they were intention. They were not actual animals. It was just to represent particular attitudes or give it a specific meaning. Actually, there was a book written by Jung that I wanted to read about. I think it was called Aeon, about Egyptian mythology. I was very interested in Egyptian and also Mesopotamian mythology a few years ago. I didn't get to read as much as I wanted to, unfortunately, because I was in Japan. I didn't have access to a lot of stuff without waiting for a long time. It was created by Daedalus and placed in the middle of the labyrinth where Theseus killed him. Wait, are you sure? I remember that different. I remember it was the son of the wife of the king that had slept with Zeus while Zeus was turned into a bull, and that's why he had a bull's head. That's what I remember from what I studied. That's how we studied it here, at least. Yeah, it's also associated with symbolism of everything like fertility, gift, magic, death. Yeah, that's right. Obviously, I don't want to give misleading information. Chase probably knows more about it than I do. But I do remember that part pretty well. So I don't know if I'm getting confused with something else, but I am pretty sure the monster is a monster because of that. Because the woman slept with Zeus while he was turned into a bull. He was transformed, not turned. But please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Zeus obviously killed him later. I don't remember the whole legend because, as usual, I've got a pretty bad memory. But that part I was pretty sure about. So maybe again I'm getting confused with something else. If you're too busy now, just let me know later. It's fine. Because I don't want to say something wrong because I might be remembering wrong. Daedalus did make the labyrinth. Yeah. That's why the labyrinth is called Daedalus, right? Minos was punished by Poseidon and made his wife. Oh, okay. So Daedalus created a wooden cow that Minos' wife climbed. Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. God, I've got a bad memory. That is right. Okay, what Chase said there is the correct version. Was punished by Poseidon and made his wife fall in love with a bull. So Daedalus created a wooden cow that Minos' wife climbed into and the bull mated with, which resulted in the Minotaur. That is right. That is correct. Man, I've got a bad memory. I wonder with what I was getting confused. Because I am sure that there's something with Zeus and... but I forgot what. If you have free time, can you draw fairies or sprites in Chronicles of Spiderwick? I know that book. It really ought to suit your style too. I might at some point. I'm not sure when, because we're doing a lot of stuff right now. But I might at some point. Yeah, why not? I didn't even know it was a book because I saw the movie first. Then I learned it was also a book. It's pretty nice. It was because Minos was asked to give the bull as an offering to Poseidon, and it wouldn't. So Poseidon got pissed and cursed his wife to love the bull. Okay. God, you got a good memory. Good memory. See, when I say that I have a bad memory for these things, I'm not kidding. Fortunately, we have Chase here. Let's get a better one than I do. You wait. Yeah, it might be some time. Oh, we could well, maybe not the next one, but one of these weeks, we could use that as a topic for the challenge. Like, although that's more of a character, a fairy is more of a character than a creature. Oh, but so is Jack. So we'll see. I kind of like though the way they interpreted things in the movie though. But the Minotaur's names was Asterius for my. Okay, I guess it was okay. Okay. The name Minotaur from the general creature was something later. Well, because it's half a bull, I guess. Because Tauros is bull. Also in Latin. That's Taurus, I think. I can't believe that the main actor also portrayed a brother to become twins. I don't know that. I thought the actor has super legit twin brother. I have no idea. I really don't remember. It's been so long. As you can probably tell, I don't have such a good memory. And that's why I will never be a pro Yu-Gi-Oh player. Because I've got a bad memory. Bad memory. It's been so long. It's still one of the classics. It is a classic. I'm gonna have to rewatch it someday. Yeah, there were some fantasy classics back in the days. Hey, where's Cheese? We're waiting for Cheese. He went AWOL. I wonder if he's okay. Maybe he is there. No, he's. He could be lurking. Could be the third. Because I think I forgot to put my other tablet. I to turn on the tablet actually, so it's not being counted. I should associate some kind of keystroke to that brush there. This. Yeah, he hasn't been on. I think since Wednesday. Friday. Could be. Hopefully he's not sick. I'm gonna shoot him a message later if he doesn't pop up. Now for the knife, let's see what I can do. Oh, these Mickey Mouse hands are no good. He's gonna have gloves, so maybe can add some. I have to add some of the bunching up of the fabric here. I saw a video of an Italian hunter almost getting killed by a boar. Is it true you can only have 3 rounds in your rifle there? I have no idea. It could be though. It sounds like one of those idiot laws we have. I mean, it's still better than the bear climbing onto someone's balcony. Well, terrace technically. That happened last year, I think. There was a woman who heard in a small town, I think. She heard noise outside her home, and she went outside, and there was a giant bear. And they couldn't kill the bear. I think it's illegal to kill bears like that. So. I'm not sure how I want to make this knife. That's probably just the average weapon I draw. Oops, that's too thick. That's correct. I've had a couple of encounters with bears on vacation. How nice. Or not. I wouldn't like to meet a bear, I guess. Out in the wild, probably not. This is turned this way. It doesn't even make sense. Wait, is he holding it? Just the hand is this hand, is it? I don't even know. It should probably be that way. Erase this. I think it should be this way. Instead of being like that, it should be something like this, I think. I'll have to tell the story of the family of panthers. Wow. You've got some chilly encounters there, it seems. I have never had any such weird wild animal encounter. I think the wildest, I guess that's called the wildest animal encounter I had was with a fox. So then I've only seen large snakes when I was in Japan. That's pretty much it. But nothing else. This might need to be smaller. Welcome back. Wow, that was a quick study. Welcome back. I've had snakes too, but there is nothing dangerous here. Oh, the ones that I've seen were not dangerous type, probably, but probably already told this story. one of my neighbors in Japan, he was bit by a snake when he was in his like rice field, and he ended up in the hospital. They saved his life miraculously. It was like a black-headed viper thing, sort of. No, that's obviously not the exact name, but that's how he described it, like a black snake with a triangular head. That sounds like a viper to me. So my coworker and I were talking after work in the parking lot after a shift was over, and one just slithered by me. Yeah, that's what snakes do. They slither. I'm exaggerating the teeth of this knife, obviously, because they have to be kind of, well, somewhat visible, I guess, from the distance. So it's gotta be something like this, right? Yeah, probably not even visible in the game, but it's fine. I guess it's fine. I do not like snakes. I do not like snakes the least. I don't like creepy things that crawl or are faster than I suppose them to be. I assume them to be, not suppose. Like cockroaches in Japan are very fast. Oh, here too, but I don't know. Japanese cockroaches or something else. Let me drink a little bit. I got a dry mouth. How do you feel about snakes, Chase? Maria likes frogs, snakes, and spiders. Oh, then you would like the place where I was living in Japan. There are lots of frogs there, so many you cannot even sleep with the windows open. Frogs are cute, though. I admit, I do not dislike frogs. I don't dislike frogs. I don't think I've done a frog monster yet. Apart from, well, that was not exactly a frog, the one I did for Chase. But it did have frog features, so I guess that counts as one. Snakes are cool. I don't have a problem with them unless they come near my dog. Nothing personal, okay. Well, I have it if they come near me. Or my kids. You need a mongoose. Deal with the snake. Oh, student 17 is now on Twitch. Hello. Welcome to Twitch. Also. On both. Well, thank you. That helps, I guess. Getting more visits, more views, spectators. I also always cheat anyway because I've got one other, not today, but usually I've got one other tablet open when I stream, so. Also, how to fight the art block. That's a complicated one. I I could say just draw, but that does not work. Usually, what you can do, what I did was getting excited again about something. So go back to the things that make you want to draw and experience those things. For me, it was funny enough, going back to Yu-Gi-Oh, because it made me have that like that urge to draw again that I didn't have. I haven't had for a long time, even if I kept drawing. Um, that and also RPGs, but in general, like looking at cool art, kind of gets me pumped and hyped. So it's different for everybody, but art blog is very common. It's like creative blog in general. I guess Chase might also have some ideas because he's a writer, so I'm sure he is awfully familiar with the terrible creative blog. Not a drawing person, but when I have difficulty writing, I spend more time reading the things I like. Right, basically the same thing. Just experience the things that you like that kind of make you want to do that. That should work, or at least it works for me. Not always though. Like if my life is really messy, like last year, I didn't draw for about like at all for several months, uh, and I didn't draw monsters for almost a year. So still works like motivation or something. Something's gone with me. It depends. It might just be a bad time. It's nothing to worry about. Also, because you're very young. Maria says, I only play Yu Gi Oh! For the bug type decks. I don't think I've tried one yet. It's like your magic is gone. Yeah, you could put it that way. But it's something you gotta get used to because when you work, it doesn't matter that you have the art block. You know, you still have to do it. So I haven't drawn in months because of school, and then bam. It might also be just that because you're not used to it anymore, and so you simply lost your touch. But it's gonna come back. I mean, I seriously didn't. I didn't want to draw anymore for the longest time last year. So, and it came back, and I didn't even lose that much progress, honestly. Just do it for fun. Like either if you don't feel like drawing, just don't do it. But if you feel like you should draw, then again, try experiencing what made you want to draw in the first place. Go back to what you were drawing when you were a kid and see if it still inspires you. Um, wait, my chat is a little late. True, nothing. Okay, so like the only motivation I have is money. It could be money. It could also be that if that's what you need. Especially if you need money, then it could be motivating. When I lose passion for drawing, I just draw horror stuff, and that powers me up again. Yeah, it really depends on like what your tastes are. So what I did when I was at my mom's place a few months back, I digged up some sketchbooks well, basically notebooks that I used as sketchbooks that I had when I was a kid. Not that old, like 11 or so, 12. Um, and I tried to figure out, okay, what did I like back then? And all I drew was, well, the main thing I drew was monsters. I drew monsters, I drew weapons and faces. I was never really into characters per se. So money's a powerful motivator. Just don't get an anal patron like me. That's not true. He's an awesome patron. I can do whatever I want. Basically. He's got awesome ideas. Like the one we're drawing now, this is Chase's idea. So, for good measure. He's really good at generating cool ideas. Since I like fantasy stuff, I'll draw fantasy stuff, but I want to draw everything. It's like I can't control my patience. Yeah, well, you can sketch. You can just sketch. It's fun. Just do it for fun. I agree with Nemo. Look at stuff you enjoyed as a kid and try to understand what made you connect with it. Yeah, I did a long after last year when I had a very very bad time. Probably one of the most awful years I've spent so far in my life, and I did exactly that. So I took my time, and first I tried doing some random stuff, like just drawing literally random shapes that made no sense, because I enjoy the feeling of ballpoint pen on paper. But that didn't work. I still didn't want to draw, and so then I started researching on what I liked as a kid, like an introspective type of endeavor, and that was very useful because it kind of makes you rediscover a little the kid that's still in you that makes you draw, the creative thing that sometimes or often gets lost after a certain age because you got stuff to do, you got work, bills to pay, kids, right? So hit you up on Discord and post my progress. Okay, have a good night. That's the gist of it. That's what worked for me. But it took a long time. A lot of patience. Sweat and tears. Yep. Probably something like that. Found out that I don't like drawing dragons with the August challenge. I only managed to draw about 12 dragons, then I gave up. Oh, 12 is not bad. I love dragons. I'm the opposite. I love drawing dragons. Dragons, a dragon is the first thing I remember drawing when I was 4-ish years old at the daycare. Well, I guess kindergarten. It was a grayish blue dragon, like serpent type thing. Yeah, I have a thing for dragons. Always had. That, monsters in general, but dragons especially. Yep, see ya, student 17. Probably something like this for this leg. Yeah, kind of works. I'm sorry for this horrible looking shoulder. It's not how it should look. Should probably have something like this here. Yeah. It's not the best looking shoulder. That's fine. Fired for motivation. Okay. Good drawing then. Sleep though, sleep enough, and then draw. I love to draw horror stuff, but people don't like it when I do this type of drawings, and I don't know why. Um, well, not everybody likes horror. It depends on the type of thing. You know, I'm not a huge fan of horror, so it really depends on what I see. Um, like if it's too gross, no, then I don't like it. I don't like gross stuff. I can like horror designs, like creepy, yeah. Also like psychological creepy. Uh, so like Lovecraftian type of monsters. Splatter, very disemboweled things. No, I don't like that. I just, yeah, it is unsettling. Uh, I don't like gore basically, so I know there are people who like that, but I'm not one of those. I think Cheese also likes gory stuff, but I don't. Like the least. Also, because to a degree, kind of feels a little cheap. Um, like gory horror feels a little cheap compared to like more psychological type of thing. Oh, I haven't inked the smoky chimney there. Yeah, Cheese is constantly asking for us to stream horror stuff. Yeah, he is. Oh, the laces. I gotta look up. Nemo, I think one of your windows isn't open. Only two viewers in Twitch. I know it's not. I forgot. Yeah, I know. I see three now. I see three now. But it's not open because I forgot. Yeah, I said it a while ago that I forgot to. Unfortunately, forgot to open the tablet. Hopefully, those 10 people from last week are gonna count for the average. Well, maybe I should post that I'm live on the Discord. Let me actually do a. Where's Discord? Um, the announcements. Okay, just in case Shin or Raven or Fiddle is here on Discord. Might get some more people on board. When I try to draw horror stuff, I really try not to kneel on the gore, but I'm not always capable of abiding it because it's more easy, at least in my opinion. I guess. I mean, yeah, it's easier to just, as I said, it's a little more cheap. To just make a gory monster than to actually think about something that inspires fear and designing with that in mind. Because you can always draw, the disemboweled thing. Again, I can't like that. I like horror dinosaurs, for example, a lot. Um, so that's also pretty gore. It's like Resident Evil stuff. That's pretty gore. But it's gonna have a purpose. Not always, anyway. It really depends. Oh, there. See, it worked. Hey, Raven. Hello. Welcome. You saw the announcement. The announcement. I'm sorry, I forgot to post it earlier. I should get a bot that does that for me. Just finishing on the shoes of our fine gentleman Jack. Fine gentleman. How are you, Raven? I hope you're doing good. And you had a nice weekend. As I was saying a while ago, I spent it meal prepping, so I was kind of tiresome. And doing chores, which is also tiresome. Here, I don't know if that's the way to do it. Let's pretend this is fine. Or the Disney type of feet trap. But he's hopefully gonna look here at the feet. There is also a chance that they might be covered with the UI, depending where the monster is. Should be all like this. The Minotaur, though, made me, since I'm using a different style, made me notice that it is still convenient to have clean outline that you can just fill instead of having to go around the figure, although it's only done once. Okay. It's there. Okay, let's see. Smoke. And then we should be done. Well, I could leave the smoke a little softer. Because probably not going to be able to get that kind of kick it has. It's very free-handed. That's always the problem with when inking. So in the earliest stages, it's always a better idea to overshoot with dynamism and then pull back. Or not even pull back, because when you ink, if you do ink, it's gonna stiffen it up a little bit. The line art looks great so far. Thank you, Maria. little stiff. All these little nuances of the first attempt. That's very difficult to reproduce when inking. I think that's why Clip Studio has the vector erase tool that you can just, like, if you do this and then you do like a stroke like this with the vector eraser, it's gonna remove that. It's gonna do this for you. That's really cool. It's probably because of that. You can just, especially for hair, you can do stuff like this and not care, and then it's gonna take care of it for you. Very useful. Very good thing about Clip Studio for sure. It's not even that expensive. It's just about 50 bucks for the base version. It's the one I got. I'm not super happy with how it ends. It's maybe better. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if there's anything we have to fix. No. Okay, I'll probably thicken up the line art here. Just a little bit. Stuff like this needs to be a little thicker. It's starting to drag on the tablet. Like this. Sweating hand. Which caused huge trouble when I was trying to use newsprint. It would get like soaked in my hand sweat. Teacher that would be like, oh, why can I not shade on this? Lucas Garciano, I couldn't understand it. It was, then I figured out later it was full of sweat. This probably needs to be something like that. Depending on the principle you use for inking, you should do, technically you should do the thicker, the bottom or the surfaces, let's say, that are far away from the light should be thicker. We should have a thicker line. This is not traditional inking, so it's fine. Okay. Alright, I kind of like how it turned out. So, oh, hello, Fiddle. Welcome. Hope you had a good dinner. We just finished the line art for Gentleman Jack. And we're going to fill it now. So let me group these layers first. There you go. Folder them. And then let's see what happens here. Oh, we're lucky. It's clean. See, I can do this. But probably better if it stays this way. Yeah, it's fine. Let me go around it and see if there's anything I can fix. I really like the WAND engine that Sai has. It's just so good. There you go, this one. There's no one there, but it doesn't matter at the bottom. Oh, you didn't have dinner yet. Oh, all right, because it's a new week. Oh, you must be tired. How did it go with the kids? Invert selection. Another folder, and this is going to be grayscale. We'll call it shade. It's Sahad. Okay. I'm going to use the same principle I used last time, just inverse. So first, I'm going to draw the shadows, the actual cast shadows, and then I'm going to do that. I don't know how I'm going to do the smoke there yet, but hopefully it's going to go well. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to start with this. I'm going to multiply water fringe 3 with this. Well, it worked out fine. They said they wanted me there tomorrow as well, so we'll see about that. Only issue is the travel, which is a little over an hour. Oh man, commuting sucks. I'm very lucky with that because I don't have to travel to work. Especially if it rains or snows or it's really hot. Use watercolor brushes or airbrush. No, I'm gonna these all have to be in the same style, so I'm gonna make them in the same style of the other monsters. I'm just gonna use the same thing that I used last time with the halftones, just because it's easier to make it pop a little. So now I'm gonna draw the cast shadows. 50 is too little. 80, that's fine. All right, start. So light. Okay, light is coming from say this direction or this. That is. Oh, for the fire. Yeah, the smoke. Yeah, I mean, I might just hide the outline. We'll see. Commuting to work for over an hour isn't that uncommon here for cities at last. Oh yeah, I know. Here as well for cities. Maybe the light comes from the top. No, probably this direction. Like this is the best. So you get something like this, the pumpkin. And this would be hidden. Now it's food for me. Okay, have a nice rest of your stream. You have a good dinner, Fiddle. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, hopefully. Starting to get hungry too. I'm gonna make these glow, so they're gonna stay light for now. This thing that I keep doing that you might hear, like tap 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 on the keyboard, is what caused my wrist pain earlier. Because I kept doing that with Photoshop. Oh, I forgot to clean up the line work. Like do the erase brush. I'm gonna have to do it now. Now this is in the dark. You know what? It kind of reminds me of Lupin. You know Arsène Lupin, the anime, with these types of shoes, I guess. Larger shoes and larger pants. The elephant pants, although it didn't really have those, but it kind of reminds me with skinny legs. I was watching that a lot when I was a kid. Although I didn't particularly like it, I did watch it because it was on TV, so I was like watching everything there while waiting for Dragon Ball. This is probably something like that. Let's see this here. The crease in the middle. I guess you're gonna use the crease in the middle. me probably more something like this. The drawing gives me the Princess Mononoke movie vibes. I haven't watched that, but I am familiar with it. Really? Does it? They didn't have pumpkins. That doesn't really scream Halloween to me, but I might be wrong because I didn't watch it. What do you think, Chase? Did you watch that movie? I don't know if my stuff kind of feels like Ghibli. Well, maybe, okay, maybe the pose a little bit. Because it could be a little more Ghibli-esque. Because he's bowing, and so it could be a little. Not sure about Princess Mononoke because I believe it was set in the wild. But it might be blasphemy out here. No, in a while I would say maybe more Spirited Away. Yeah, yeah, that's something more, a little more like it. Also a little bit of Howl's Moving Castle, maybe. See, if we got some creases here, I'm gonna add them now. Because this should be, I mean, it's open, but, oops, my chat. There you go. Yeah, owls, probably, yeah, a little bit. Pretty nice movie, too. I did like that one. Though I don't think I've watched Spirited Away, like the whole thing. I watched parts of it, but I did like Laputa a lot. I also went to show when I was in Japan, and it was like a Ghibli, like a moving around Ghibli museum, I guess. It was a little poor in terms of presentation. There wasn't much, but I bought a Laputa concept art book. It's pretty nice. Let's get a glow. Over at the Garden, the Cartoon Network miniseries too. I don't know about that. I didn't watch it. My knowledge of is it newer? Because my knowledge of newer stuff is pretty limited. That's why I always talk about older things, older anime, older cartoons, shows from the 90s, especially. That's when I was mostly watching TV. The only show I really liked on Cartoon Network, like that I actually liked a lot, was Dexter's Lab. The others, not as much. Although there was one kind of creepy. It was kind of creepy. It was with a pink dog. I forgot the name. Something like Brave the Dog, something. I don't know. Jade Cocoon's art design was by Katsuya Kondo, who did Kiki's Delivery Service and I Can Hear the Sea. Yeah, you can tell it's kind of Ghibli-esque. Jade Cocoon. It's clear, clean. Not clear, clean. Courage the Cowardly Dog? Yeah, maybe that one. That was creepy. Very creepy. I found it creepy when I was a kid. Some of them were actually very creepy. At least for a kid. Like 8-year-old kid. I remember I was pretty scared sometimes. But I'm not the, the bravest, I guess, in terms of watching creepy stuff, so. One other movie that freaked me out when I was a kid was It, the 1990s miniseries. Oh god, I've got nightmares from that for months, if not more. It was a great show. I loved it when I was a kid, but there was a lot of creepy stuff. Yeah, it had a lot of paranormal, right? A lot of paranormal stuff. Courage, the Cowardly Dog. You mean? Yeah. Yep, that one. I did watch Cartoon Network, but it was really not my favorite. Um, how do you call that TV station? Broadcaster. I guess broadcaster is the right word. Mostly because of the style, but yeah, that one, Courage, is one I watched pretty often, although it creeped me out. And Dexter, yeah, I did like Dexter a lot. I did not like the Powerpuff Girls, honestly, or Johnny Bravo and others. Not so much. Reese's are a little too tense here. Powerpuff wasn't our demographic. I'm not gonna say it because he's not here. I agree, but I'm not gonna say anything because he's not here. He's gonna defend himself when he comes on stream. You know who I'm talking about. He is a fan. Maybe. Johnny Bravo was a funny character, but I didn't care for the show. Yeah, he was funny. I just felt like the show wasn't good enough to emphasize the interesting character he was. He was interesting. But yeah, the show itself was kind of like there wasn't much to say. He was just running errands for his mom most of the times. When I was little, Johnny Bravo always disgusted. It scared me. Why? Not disgusted, maybe not. I think it was like a dumb, buff guy. It was probably a joke on Gym Rats. I thought it was the character itself was kind of funny, but the show was mediocre at best. I wouldn't say scary though. Scary, bro? No, not scary. Not Johnny Bravo. Not for me, at least. He was definitely dumb. No, I wouldn't say dumb is scary. Some dumb people are scary, I guess, because they're dangerous. Right. Dumb is dangerous. Yeah, he was just supposed to be a dumb jock. Yeah, he was a stalker and didn't respect personal space for that. I mean, he was a caricature basically. So I don't know. I was a kid. I was not thinking about these things. Not that I would care. Obviously, in real life, that would be. But that's true for everything. Like even a kid using her sister for experiments like, on humans. That's also not good in real life. It's just a show. So I would have definitely gotten upset with someone like Johnny Bravo in real life. I wouldn't be able to bear that kind of person, I guess. But in the show, man, it's just a show, so. Yeah, let's see if we can finish this at least. Okay, this looks good. Probably. So the buttons, they're not pulling anything on anything because they are not really active. They're not buttoned up, so there's that. This probably wants to be subdued. Oh man, my wrist is starting to hurt again. I don't think I'll be able to draw this evening, so I guess I can play. Are you gonna stream later, Chase? Johnny affected me a lot when I was little. I don't know why. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I was saying, Chase, are you going to stream later today? Because I might join if you do. Because I'm free today later. Especially if I can't even draw. Maybe Wednesday. Okay, cool. I'm probably gonna hide the crease later. Yeah, because it's not gonna be needed, probably. Like if I remove that, it's still gonna have it. I was just afraid of being touched without my consent. I would have punched someone in the face probably if they did. In fact, I think I actually kicked someone when I was smaller. Like literally kicked. I've been playing Jade Cocoon 2 after playing the first one. Oh, you finished it? And I have to admit, it's fun to me. I just wish it had the merging system from the first game. So it doesn't have it at all? Or is it just... I think I might remember you saying something like that. But I forgot. Let me have to close it because my wrist is hurting. Damn keyboard. That's how you get RSI, folks. Just doing the same thing over and over. Okay, this was the easy part. And the next one is going to be more complicated. It's going to be tomorrow. There's a merging system, but it's mostly to get abilities and stats. It doesn't merge monsters. It's visually no? Oh, that sucks. That was pretty good of the first one. Like actually being able to merge them. That was pretty interesting. Right, I think I might stop here for this first run. The grayscale. This is just basically, this is like the main shadow. And then I'm gonna do the same thing I did for the Kragnaw, which is basically everything but highlights. It's paint everything but highlights. So, everybody, thanks for joining today. We're gonna stop here, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for the continuation of the Gentleman Jack Monster. All right. Thanks for joining again. You guys have a nice day, nice dinner, nice lunch, whatever it is, and I will see you tomorrow. Cheers.